Let's bring in Mike Goossen. Mike, how's it going, bud?
Good to see you. Yes, thank you.
Did I hear you have a new business?
I do. Well, yeah, kind of a new business, a new service, yeah.
Okay, tell me about it.
Well, over the last several years, I've been doing, I'm a CPA.
I know.
And I do financial management for small business and nonprofits and so forth. And it occurred to me over the years that there's more that can be done there. The small business owner is working hard, doing everything he can to make ends meet, but there's more that can be done than just simply financial management. So I just started to look around to see if I can find some additional ways to bring some education, to bring some opportunity for them to learn some new things and get better at what they do.
Are small business owners, are they good at what they do but not good at the business side? Is that what you're saying?
Good question. Exactly right. They're technicians. They're great at something. They have a great idea.
They realize that they have some worth.
They have a talent.
Right.
And so they start a business and they get going, and a few years into it, they realize that they're working 6 days a week. They're not getting ahead. The dream, the passion's lost. And typically it's because they don't understand the concept of business and how to lead a business and how to bring the staff along with you and grow it. So they're working in their business as opposed to on their business. And that's a different perspective for these people.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's tough because here you have this small business that you started on your own.
Right.
And the money starts rolling in. And you're, darn it, that money's mine. I deserve that money. But gosh, that money, you got to be careful with it because there's expenses that you have to take care of. There's taxes that you have to take care of. There's employees that you have to take care of. And
before you know it, you're crazy. Yeah.
Right.
Well, that's the financial management piece I've been doing for a lot of years, helping in that regard.
What are some other mistakes that small business owners are making?
Well, I think not the mistakes, I would say more like they lack the understanding on how to take their passion and grow it. They're not understanding the necessity of structure and pre-planning and budgeting or making a goal to how to get from point A to point B. They want to be over here, but they don't know how to get there. And so I have the tools, the systems, and the opportunity to help them get from point A to point B in a way that's fun, successful, and hopefully will be very financially rewarding for them.
So do you go to them or do they come to you?
Well, there's a little bit of both. I think the one thing that I wanted to share with your audience today, those in the business, is a concept called mastermind groups. And what the concept here is, it's getting together with a small group of like-minded individuals, small business owners or executives or something to that effect, no more than 7, and going through some specific training material, specific educational matters like, the leadership roles, team building, all different kinds, for 12 months, meeting together for 12 months to learn something new, to get motivated about business again, and then be held accountable by your fellow group members. And it's something that's been done for years. I mean, masterminding is not a new concept. I mean, it goes way back for years. But this particular approach that I'm bringing to Fresno is new to Fresno.
And how long have you been doing this, Mike?
Just got started with this particular piece. Like I said, I've been doing consulting for 12 years.
Right. Do you have people? You have people that you're working with now on this piece?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I have 2 groups starting this week.
Okay.
Wednesday and Thursday. But I've joined up with an organization that provides all the educational materials and the support mechanism for me. But I'm building my own business called Columns for Success, and it has a particular purpose. The name, the 4 columns for business success, is what I'm trying to promote and to provide that information to folks. And real quick, the 4 columns are leadership, strategic, communicate it, and get people to follow them. And a business that's really needed to be successful.
Wow. Yeah. It's weird because some of the best managers I've had over my life have been the ones that were probably the toughest on me, but they were the ones that I learned the most from.
Right, and they probably had a good vision, and they knew where they were headed, and they were sharing that with you.
Well, they were the type. They were also the type of the people that I think that they were just a natural born leader. People followed them naturally.
Right, and I think that's true. There is I would call that kind of one of the leadership myths. Actually, there are some that would say, "Oh yeah, it's natural born leaders," but if you really look back into their history, they've learned this style, they've learned this process through some history or something happened in their life. And you think of the great
Hopefully
leaders,
a good male role model.
good
right?
role models, good opportunity. They, hard knocks. They learn things along the way, and so leadership is something that is developable. You can't develop it within everybody, and with an organization that's got, a couple hundred people in it, for example, there's leaders all over the place. You just need to find them, corral them, and get them going the same direction. And that's the job of the head of the company, is to bring everybody going the same direction, and that's a challenge for people.
I can see people getting really into this.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think, like I said, I'm just new to this, but this is not a new concept. And those who have gone through leadership groups like this, I've gotten feedback from several. They say it's one of the best things they've ever done in business in the past. And so it's not just for brand new people, it's also for the experience, because you get a group of experienced individuals together, then they're going to sharpen themselves even one more step further. So you're always improving. You're always improving in your shows.
I always tell
People
everybody, when I
better.
go to something like that, I'm not looking for to change my life. I'm looking for that one thing.
Yeah,
that one
nuggets,
thing
yeah.
that I can implement in business
For sure.
that'll make it better.
Yeah, and that's the same thing here. The monthly meeting, one topic, you get the information in advance, you prepare, we go through the information together, we decide what we're going to do about it. So, Chuck, you learn this, now what are you going to do? Well, I think I'll try this next month in my office, and then we'll hold you accountable the next month. Did you do what you said you're going to do?
Right.
And that's the adult learning process. Learn information, internalize it, and then make a change and have someone hold you accountable to that change. Then you get better. If you just go to a seminar for one day, you might learn 10% of what you sat through for 8 hours, and then a month later you've forgotten it all.
That's a bunch of fluff.
Right. If you got someone, but if you got someone like me
Right.
who's calling and say, "Hey, did you do that?"
Right.
Or another fellow CEO
accountability
piece, you're going to make a change or adapt in some way, and that's going to move you better, and that's going to move your company better.
Right.
So it's a win-win all around, and I'm pretty excited about the opportunity to bring this to town, get some people behind it. Like I said, I have 2 groups starting in the next this week.
Well, tell
And
the
they
people
will be
that
going.
are watching right now, if they want to get involved, how they can get involved
Oh,
with you.
okay. Well, the way they can get involved is they can go to, the best way is to email me at mike@columnsforsuccess.com. Simple one to remember. The number 4, not the word 4. And they can let me know that they're interested. And I will connect with them. Either I'll meet them face to face, or we'll get together and we'll talk about it. But for your audience specifically, I do have a special I'd like to offer.
Let's do it.
The cost of a group like this typically is $250 per month to be in. That includes the time, materials, and the process. I'm starting in Fresno at only $150 per month for the first 7 or 8 groups I get going, because I want to introduce it. I want people to get aware of it, so I don't want money to be the reason. But for your viewers, what I like to do is if they will email me, say they saw me on your show, and they put in the code Mastermind 2015, just the phrase Mastermind 2015, I will take all of them and throw them into a big hat, and we will select one and give them a free year to be in the group. That's about an $1,800 value.
Right.
And then everyone that emails me and does join a group, I'll give them 1 free month as well. So
Wow.
if we get a group,
Yeah, it's
one more time.
Mike@columnsforsuccess.com, and the 4 is a number 4.
Right.
Okay.
And the secret code, if you will, is Mastermind 2015.
Awesome.
And I will give somebody a free seat in one of my groups. We start new groups every month, so it won't be long until
What
I
a
get
great
back to them.
opportunity for somebody out there. Mike
Yeah.
Goossen, thank you very much for doing
Hey,
that. That's
thank you
very
for-
cool.
for having me, and I
Mike
appreciate it.
at columnsforsuccess.com. Always good to see you, bud.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back on The Buzz. Stick around.